Yes, my name is Dr. Comfort Asokoro Ogaji. Yeah, I'm the FCT chapter coordinator of the Women in Mining Initiative. Yeah, so it's a right event leading us in the right direction as women in the sector because we are having a shift in how we do things from being victim mentality to taking over in the sector economically. We are looking at what projects we can set up that can create a shift for us, most especially in the FCT chapter where I work. So what projects we can have that can add value to the value chain of gemstones, not only gemstones, including industrial minerals. We are looking at which beneficiation plants we can have, maybe a small scale, not necessarily a large factory, but starting small and then growing along the line, adding value to the minerals, both gemstones and industrial minerals, like I said, like the lithium processing. We are looking at setting up a flotation machinery that we can add value to this, to this raw material before we now export it. Of course, the export value will change. You know, there will be more value added in terms of even the financial and the economic benefits that we get from there. So we are shifting things from petty trading into big industrialized kind of business that will move us forward as women, that will better our lot. And also we are working with the communities at the grassroots, most especially in the FCT. We have Gwagwalada, we have Kuje, we have mines in these areas. We are thinking of working with them to make sure that their safety, the harsh conditions improve in terms of their safety and how they do things, artisanal miners, and also work with children to return back to school. Because you have even 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old children working at the mines. We want to move them back to school. We are launching the operation Return Back to School. So we are moving them back to school with some incentives for their parents. Let these children go to proper schooling first and even learn the trade in school. You know, introduction of some entrepreneurial skill in the direction of solid minerals for our secondary schools as well. So that by the time they are ready for the business, they have grown up, they are wiser, they will take good decisions and they will be able to take the sector to the next level instead of allowing them in the mines. So we are launching that and we are looking at 2,000 children to return back to school within 3 months. So we're sewing uniforms for them, giving them, you know, orientation to change the mindset of their parents. It's not about the little that a child can bring to you when he follows you to the mines. It's about the future of that child and the safety of the community. Because when a child is not educated, you are bound to have so many more menaces that you will have to deal with. So those are the projects we are looking at. We are also setting up a buying center for women in the FCT, where we are going to aggregate some of these precious stones and even industrial minerals and see how to work together for export, you know, in that dimension.
So what are these mineral resources in Abuja?
So we have the tantalite, majorly gold. That's our major mineral we want to focus on right now in Abuja. We are proud to also make jewelries from them, as you can see. Yes, so we're focusing on gold, but we also have tantalite, we have laterite. We have, in fact, in a house, in a building, they were building with manganese. They didn't know the material, they thought it was laterite, it was actually manganese. So everywhere you turn in Nigeria, there is abundant mineral ores that we can tap into and make progress with it.
How will it really help to grow this?
So when you add value, the export value also goes up. The revenue generation, first by the woman or by the cooperative, increases. Our lives first and foremost improves. And then the government gets its own revenue. You know, royalties are paid because the center we are setting up will follow the due diligences. We'll make sure that our compliance standards are top-notch. We know the law, we know what the law says. We want to follow the law and have environmental issues sorted. The royalty pays. The community where these minerals emanate from, we are trying to set up a development levy to make sure that every raw material we get in the raw form before it becomes polished, or in the raw mineral or industrial, or before it becomes added value, or even the ones we export directly, we want to make sure that the community gets a levy for a project, no matter how small it is. We start from small and grow. So this community levy is going to take us back to the grassroots where the mineral came from and make sure we have petty projects we run before the government's intervention following the rehabilitation program and the restoration plan. You know, government has such plans, but on our own, we want to make sure our development levies that we get from our minerals go a long way in improving education, health, and many infrastructures that we can afford. Yes, thank you.